think I'm learning that we go live before it even says, you're now live. But now it says you're now live, so now I am live. Okay. You might not have been able to read the information about today's practice. We are going to be looking at a lying down practice, you'll be happy to know, called the Loma Viloma series. We're going to do one part of it. There are many parts and they can change with intensity throughout. We're going to do the first variation, which is a leg lifting and head lifting with the breath. We're going to do it as a kriya, so we're going to be lifting and lowering. We're not going to be holding the position for very long at all. Loma, Viloma are two of the names or the two energies in the body. So we have Loma, focusing on that pranic energy, that pranic flow through the top of the head down to the base of the spine, and Viloma, the apanic energy, which would flow up through the feet up towards the base of the spine. This practice helps us, when it's done correctly, helps us to rebalance those two energies in the body. You know, generally, as all human beings, we are not in balance. One energy will outdo another based on how we live or just something that might be happening in our lives. And we have ways in which we can correct that, or we can help achieve that balance again. So we're going to be lifting and lowering the legs, and then we're going to lift and lower the head in a controlled way. And we always do this with the breath. And it's done slowly. You know, we're not just flinging the leg up and then back down. We'll be doing it in a controlled way that I will guide us through. It's done from lying on the back, and then it's done from lying on the front. You know, if you have any issues of why lying on the front might be difficult for you, then obviously adjust that. You do want to be able to lift the leg up behind you. It might not lift up very high, but you know, you might want to have a cushion or something underneath the chest to just help you not be in any pain. And then we do it lying on one side and then the other side. Many years ago when I was training, we were doing this, and I had thought I was a lot younger or nimbler than I was, and had been jumping from rock to rock at the beach with my kids and slipped and smashed my right leg, and lying on my right side just wasn't possible. I had a huge bruise there and I couldn't do it, and I tried and it was just severe pain. So obviously I didn't do that. I didn't lie on my right side. What I did was I lay on my back and visualized that left leg coming up from the side. You could lift the left leg up again and lower it. That bit is up to you really, how you do it. And when we do lift the head does lift only very slightly to look down towards the toes, down the body. We're not lifting up the shoulders and the back. It will just be the head. But before we do that practice, we are going to do Danda Kriya, which is another way of bringing awareness to the spine because we're moving the back. With Danda Kriya, it's one of the first things I shared actually in November. But with Danda Kriya, if sitting on the knees in Vajrasana is too strong for you, remember to do this with the legs stretched out or even on a chair, and adapt the bits that you won't be able to do. So you won't be able to get the head to the floor, but you can imagine, you can visualize that head on the floor. You can do other bits to bring about that sensation. And we will then do Savitri Pranayama, so we can get that rhythm of the breath. We are controlling the emotions. That 6 count works wonderfully, bringing balance to the emotional state of the mind. Okay, lots of talk. Tomorrow is going to be halfway through, so I thought I would treat you to a full session tomorrow, an hour session of a typical yoga class with me. So let's just sit comfortably for a moment, sitting however you can, just making sure your back is nice and straight. Legs can be stretched out, crossed. They can be sat on, making sure you have a sense of being at ease, a sense of comfort. Your hands are in yoga mudra, yoga hasta mudra, with the right fingers interlaced over the left. And breathing slowly. So we're just going to take a moment to settle into the space. Slowing down your breath. And having a moment to connect the mind with the breath. So restoring a little bit of calm before we begin. Tat Parampariyaya Vidmahe Jnanalingeshwaraya Dhimahi Tanno Guru Prachodayate Om Yoga Maharishi Dr. Swami Geetanandagiri Guru Maharaj K. So we'll have our hands together, just giving them a rub, warming up the palms of the hand, and placing them then over the eyes, and down the cheeks, and to the neck. Interlacing the hands, breathe in, stretch up, breathe out, stretch to your left side. Breathing in as we come up, and breathe out, stretch to the right. Breathing in as we come back up, palms together. Breathing out, just taking the palms all the way back down to Namaskar Mudra. Okay, let's do Danda Kriya first of all. Get a little bit of balance. So we're going to come on to the knees into Vajrasana. Remember, do this with the legs stretched out if you need to, or from a chair. Hands onto the legs. Breathe in. Breathe out as you roll forward, head down, hands back if you can, just alongside the feet. And then breathe in as you roll onto the head, lifting up the bottom. And breathe out as you lower the bottom down. Look forward, breathe in as you lift up. And breathe out. Breathing in, lifting onto the knees and back bend. Breathe out, come back to the heels. And again, breathing in. Breathe out, lower the head down to the floor, hands back or hands supporting the head. Breathing in, lifting onto the head. And breathe out as you lower back down. forward. Breathe in, lift, and breathe out. Breathing in onto the knees, back bend. Breathing out as you come back to the heels, keeping the back nice and straight. Breathe in. Breathe out, rolling forward, head down, hands back, or hands by the head. Breathe in as you roll onto the head, lifting up the bottom. And breathe out as you lower the bottom down, looking forward. Breathe in as you lift to the heel. Breathe out. Keeping the back nice and straight. Breathe in as you lift. Back bend. And breathe out. Back straight. Bottom to the heel. Sit for a moment. Okay. Savitri pranayama. You can do this either lying down or sitting on your heels in Vajrasana or sitting on a chair. We want to get that balance of the breath before we come to the floor for Loma, Viloma. If you want to lie down ready, then please do. So keeping the hands just resting on the thighs, on the lap, keeping that space free around the chest and the abdomen. We'll do 9 rounds altogether. So let's breathe out. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold, 2, 3. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold, 2, 3. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold, 2, 3. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold, 2, 3. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold, 2, 3. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold, 2, 3. Breathing in for a count of 6. Hold in for 3. Breathing out for 6. Hold out for 3. Breathing in. Hold in. Breathing out. Hold out. Breathing in. Hold in. Breathe out. Hold out. Breathe in. Hold in. Breathe out. Hold out. Breathe in, filling from the bottom, the mid, then the upper. Holding in. And breathe out as you empty from the low, the mid, and the upper. Hold out. Breathing in. Hold in. Breathe out. Hold out. And just let your breath return to its natural rhythm. Stretching the legs out if you're sat on the heels. Maybe have a sip of water before you come to lying down. Now when you do lie down, if you know where north is, you can have your head in north, so that will be there for me. I'm currently sat in east. The backdrop from north isn't so good for you if you see it, blinds and windows and too much light. But if you can lie with your head in north, excellent. If not, east is second best. If you're not sure where north and east are, think about where the sun sets. The sun's setting in the west. So for me, over there. And obviously the opposite to that will be east. And then 90 degrees from that to the right would be north. But I know it's not always possible, so just do your best. So let's come to lying down. It doesn't matter if you have a mat or anything, but having a firm floor, firm something under you is better than a soft mattress, okay? Otherwise you'll sink down and not have that support you need. So always when we come to lie down, just gently rock your head side to side and bring it back to center. Keeping the arms alongside the body and the palms down and the legs close together. If there are any back issues, have both of the legs bent or just one of the legs bent, whatever you need to, but just make sure you relieve that pain in the back. When we do the leg lifting, you can bend the leg as well. So if you prefer to bend the leg before lifting it and bending it as you bring it down, then please do that. Always adjust it slightly to meet your body's needs for the day. We're going to start on the right leg. We're going to do 3 rounds on the right leg and then 3 on the left, and then we'll do the balancing head lift. So keep the head in center and look up. Try not to be tempted to turn to look at me. If you need to, just look and then bring the head back, okay? So our right leg, breathing in as we lift, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, flatten the foot, then release the toes and breathe out as you lower, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And again, breathing in as you lift, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, flatten the foot, release the toes, breathe out and lower. So nice slow movement completely with the breath. Once more, breathing in, lifting the right leg. And breathe out as you lower. Let the right leg rest, taking your awareness to the left side. And breathe in as you lift the left leg. Slow movement with the breath, count of 6. Flattening the foot, then release the toes. And breathe out as you lower the foot back to the feet. And again, breathing in as you lift. And breathe out as you lower. Once more, breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, flatten, release, breathing out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let the legs rest. Breathe in as you just lift the head, very slightly to look down the body towards the toes. And breathe out as you lower the head back down. And again, breathing in as you lift. Breathing out as you lower. Breathe in, lifting the head. And breathe out as you lower. Let the body rest and gently rock your head. We need to come onto our front now. So we're going to stretch the left arm out, roll onto our left side, and then all the way over onto our front. Okay, so the arms are back alongside, the palms down, and we let the chin rest down onto the floor. So the chin just rests down, making sure you can keep breathing throughout. When we lift the legs this time, don't worry if they don't lift as high, and try not to force it. Don't roll too far over onto a hip. Just let the leg come down a little bit if you notice that happens. The chin down, right leg first. Breathing in as you lift. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathing out and lower. 3, 4, 5, 6. Right leg again. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Left leg. Breathe in as you lift the left leg. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe out, lower. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And again, breathing in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Legs resting. Now for the balancing head lift. So chin on the floor. Legs rest. Breathe in. Lift the chin off the floor, just looking forward. And then breathe out. Lower the chin, the head back down to the floor. And again, breathing in as you lift the head to look forward. Breathe out. Take the head back down. Once more, breathing in. And breathe out. Just turn your head one way, letting it rest. Relax the arms. We're going to come to roll onto our left side. So stretch out your left arm and roll onto the left. Okay, I'm just going to turn this so you can see what I do. So the left arm is stretched all the way out, palm down if you can, and let the head rest on the shoulder. The legs, the legs are in a nice long line, the right leg on top of the left. You might find that you need to bend the leg a little bit for balance if it's the first time you're doing it, or even the second or 20th or millionth. But just have your right hand to support you. So we're not keeping the hands on the legs. That right hand is staying in front to support us. Only the leg is going to be lifting. So breathing in as you take the right leg up. Releasing the toes, and breathe out as you take the leg back down. And again, breathing in as we lift. Breathing out. So we're still flattening the foot at the top and releasing the toes as we come down. Breathing in, lifting, Release the toes and breathe out as you lower. Let the leg rest, head lift. So breathe in, just lifting the head off the shoulder, and breathe out as you lower the head back down. So you don't turn the head, you just lift it. Breathing in, lifting. Breathing out. Breathe in. And breathe out, taking the head back down. So now carefully rolling onto your right side so that we can work the left side of the body. So if you just roll over, making sure you can still hear me. So now we stretch out that right arm. Merlin has come to play yoga. And we're letting the legs rest on top of each other. So the left leg is on top of the right. And we're using the left hand to support us this time. The right arm is stretched out with the palm on the floor. The head resting on the shoulder, on the leg. Okay. So breathing in as we take the left leg up. Release the toes and breathe out as you lower. And again, breathing in, lifting. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Letting the legs rest. Then breathe in, lift the head off the arm. And breathe out, taking the head back down. Breathe in, lifting the head. Breathing out. Breathe in. Breathe out. And then carefully just roll onto your back. Draw the knees up. Give them a gentle squeeze. Have a little rock. Put the feet back on the floor. And just let your body rest here for a moment. You're going to keep resting. And I shall end the session. But just let your body rest for a few more minutes. I'll get mine in later, I promise. So we've now covered enough aspects of a Gitananda style yoga class. We can bring all of the parts together tomorrow. Oh, Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu sarve janaha sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti 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 Om. So keep resting if you need to. Have a beautiful evening. I have a class this evening and one tomorrow morning, and I'll catch up with you all at some point tomorrow for that longer class. Take care. Bye-bye.